ended up meeting a lot of different people. You know, that's what was exciting. So by the time we set up Slinky,
Yeah.
I suppose we'd worked with a lot of people, knew a lot of people, and then it was like it was people that we knew, and we got them on board and all, you know, teamed up. So it was nice.
So would you say when it comes to kind of picking animators, it is all about who you know?
Well, I think it's like animators is about animators are like actors. I mean, if you know, it's about who's the right person for the role.
Yeah.
You know, there'll be there'll be somebody will do something a certain way, or you know, or be fascinated by machines, or be into character performance. So you know, it's just
picking the right person.
It's having the right person, you know.
Do you sometimes have? Because I remember when I was at Slinky, they had like show rules coming in every single day. Do you ever root through them and actually kind of, or is it more because you knew Rebecca from previous? You know,
Yeah. Well, a lot of the people we work with that we know, you know what I mean. But it's hard because there's so many show reels, you can't.
Go through them,
yeah. Well, you can, you try, you know, you do your best, but it just is, you know, do you know what I mean?
It's true, yeah. It's pretty easy, it's just kind of, if you know them. You must get, I remember when I was there, you got there was a box full.
Yeah, coming fast and furious.
How did you feel when you made your first commercial piece? What was your first commercial piece you said? Did you say produced it first, the first one?
The first film I really got paid to do it was was The Broken Jaw, and that was a story. That was about a film about a bunch of old people who drink in a pub called The Broken Jaw, and then one day it's demolished. Well, it's taken over and becomes like a fun pub.
Okay.
And a karaoke bar, and about them trying to deal with the change, and that was amazing. That was really.
That when you kind of thought.
I just started doing it, and it was exciting. You know, it was good. It was good. Just amazing. I remember the amazing thing was just feeling that you're getting paid to do something that you like, and it's exciting. You know, it's good. But I don't know what my first advert. My first advert was for Eagle Star Insurance, and I did 4 spots for that, and that was funny. Thinking back.
What would you do when you're kind of sitting there and you're at home and it's on TV?
Yeah, I love that when these things come on unannounced and they pop on your television.
I did that.
Which is weird, isn't it? Or you just hear it when you're in the kitchen or something.
Definitely. When you direct a film, how do you go about organising the team? Like, how does it work? Because obviously, like, you come up with the idea.
Yeah.
How do you assign? How does it all go from there? So say you come up, when you come up with the idea.
They're all different, all the films, so they're all got different. I've done them all different ways.
Okay.
So, but obviously, I'm going to tend to start with writing the script myself, do that, and then do the animatic. And so that in that sense, that part of it is quite you're on your todd a bit. And then
so you got to prove to them what this story is going to be.
Well, you're working it out, aren't you?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's what I tend to do, and then I just bring in different collaborators for different times for different reasons. You know, obviously sometimes I'll get the composer in, or we'll work on the music, or do the voice record, or.
What, you do that first sometimes?
Oh yeah, I always do that first. Yeah.
Okay, I'll just time it with.
Yeah. I always do that first.
Because when I did my final film, I did it the other way around, but it probably been easier to do it.
Yeah.
Time the actual.
So Dad's Dead. I did the voice record in 1999, and I didn't start the film till 2002.
Okay.
Something like that. 2000. Yeah. Because what happened was I recorded the voice with Ian Hart, and I didn't know. I was a bit scared of it, to be honest, because it was so dark.
Yeah.
I'd never really done anything that dark before, and I thought, well, so I stuck the CD in the drawer and shut the door on it. I forgot about it because I was a bit uneasy about it.
Yeah.
But Ian was brilliant. His voiceover on that is amazing.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Because and I remember that he was quite different working with Ian as opposed to other people who do voiceovers for commercials, because he, he's a proper actor, real. The thing is, you get voiceover artists, they'll use their voice a certain way, which is brilliant. It's like Jane Horrocks is a brilliant actress, but so like if you get I've had her in the sound booth, and she's just like, she's so she's so precise and so. You should do it once and it's perfect. Do you know what I mean? And she uses her voice a certain way. In Ian's approach was different. Ian's was more like a method approach.
Okay.
He just sitting there and I remember saying, "Oh, what about doing it more like Irish, more like that?" And no, leave me alone. I just sat in the booth going, no, run it now. I remember I pressed record and he did it. It was electric. And
obviously, kind of comes through all of a sudden.
It was like he was putting himself in the scene.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? He was putting himself in.
That's pretty bad. Well, you have to really, don't you, to be good at it.
Well, it's different. I'm using Jane Horrocks. Using Jane Horrocks as an example is unfair on Jane Horrocks because when you do an advert's a different thing. Because it is like saying you're a housewife of X amount of age and you're going to give your kids some milk and you pitch. Do you know what I mean? But was Ian was there doing a role? His role in Dad's Dead was like quite a,
Was she the voice to?
Quite a big journey, didn't he?
Yeah, definitely. Was she the voice to the advert that Laura did?
Yeah, the Ovaltine.
Yeah. I remember that. Being told.
But she's brilliant. I mean, she's a brilliant actress, and in the context, I suppose, of doing a film, which was like a 10-minute story or something, it'd be different. It'd be a different process, I think, probably. But Ian was really good. He was really. I thought his voice was really electric.
That's the thing. Okay, sorry.
No, go on.
I was going to say, because my final piece at the moment is a story. It's like I said, autobiographical story. And my tutor really wants me to use my own voice to get like the impact.
Yeah.
When I listen to it, I just hate it.
Well, people think that Ian's me.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I never thought it was.
Yeah, people think Ian's sort of me, but
it's because Scouse accent.
Yeah, it's because we're quite similar. Ian comes from Highton, and he's really we've got quite similar accents, really.
That's good. I think, I suppose, is that film sort of autobiographical and sort of, like, not like, because it's about...
Well, it's like a big mixture of things. There's some bits that are like about me, and then there's other bits which are observations and stories that people have told me. And I think the thing is if I met like Jono in real life, I'd probably be dead now. So, and then I think sometimes what you tend to do with films is you get like the story, which is something like Dad's Dead is like a mixture of things, and then you have to dramatise up the film, because the film's bigger than life, so you tend to sort of dramatise up the ending or change things or make it more bigger. And so it's like it's hard to say that anything's really real or not real or based on one thing, because it's not really, is it?
No, exactly. What was I going to say to you next? Do you allow, when you are directing, do you allow input from like the animators?
Oh yeah.
So you kind of let them have their own, what they might suggest things. And...
No, definitely, yeah. Because I believe that animators are like actors. I mean, I worked with a director, and one time I was animating, and he said to me, I wanted the character to walk across the room. It'll be it's 4 frames, 2 frames, 4 frames, 2 frames, 4. He stops, he looks his head, he turns his head, he blinks for 2 frames, then opens his eyes for 3 frames, and then does a quick 1 frame blink, and then turns his head, which is brilliant because he knew exactly what he wanted.
Yeah.
But for me, I was just doing what he was telling me. I mean, there was nothing.
No, yeah. You're just a robot.
And when I, when I've directed, I tend to sort of, say, oh well, look at it like an actor. Say, well, the man walks into the room, he's heartbroken, he's lost his girlfriend, and he's going to say, where is she, or something. That's the scene. Off you go. And of course, you've got the characters designed.
Yeah.
And I've designed the backgrounds, designed everything. But then I say, off, let's see what let's. Because the thing is, I'm a great believer that filmmaking is a collective.
Yeah,
thing.
It is, isn't it? It's like.
So everybody has to put their stuff into it, their heart and soul. Otherwise, it's. And then it's the skill is picking the right person to do the.
Do they ever change the original story sometimes? Do they kind of have sometimes they say, or is it always the story's kept the same, and then like the actual movement or certain things they do will be changed later on?
Well, it tends to work out the story, and it tends to be the overall story never really changes because you know what the ending is and you know how the scenes play out. But
in between.
And sometimes, you know that certain things don't work or won't work, and you change them, you know. Or,
Okay.
like for example, I remember that